welcome back to my new region. This is my new region, the Bellow Region. It's based on frogs. I will actually make the legendaries first. I actually it's actually a water, a song type, and a fire, quiet type. With new mechanics based on their typing. Let's begin. Amphichord, the resident savage Pokemon. A water song type. Grand finale is its ability. If a battle at high volume, song type moves hit twice. The second hit deal 50% damage. Hidden ability, Liquid Voice. All sound-based moves become water-type moves. Height 5 inches, 11 feet. 145 pounds. And the stats are 606. With a is more of a special attacker. It's not that bad in speed, but more of a special attacker. Area Torrent Song Special 90 power, 100% accuracy. Emit a melodic blast of high pressure water. If a 30% chance to confuse the target, it increase the volume by the stage. Honestly, Amphibian Croak is a bioluminescent glass frog with elongated fingers and is the center of the region. A great waterfall. If you actually want me to create the third of the box of art legendary, let me know. Vulcanull, the Obsidian Pokemon, the Obsidian Silence Pokemon, a fire quiet type. Dead Air is its ability. Upon battling, Vulcanull forces battle into low volume for 5 turns, regardless of other moves. Soundproof is its hit ability. Give immunity to sound-based attacks. 7 inches and 7 feet and 4 inches. 8 to 20 pounds. 600. Actually, more in health, and more in health, and bulky in defense too. Nullfire is its signature move. Special 95 power. It's actually quiet and 100%. A flash of black fire that consumes the oxygen area. This move, silent and norm substitution. It decreased the volume by 1 stage. It's a massive Vulcan toad that fuses with. Legends say that Vulcanull was born of mountain steam that swallowed. Vocal range is actually the Bellow Region induce a vocal meter, assemble a UI region in -3 absolute silence or 3+ at deafening. The battle always is 0 neutral. 1+ triggered by song type moves like boom burst or hyper voice, or explosive moves like the struck or overheat. -1 with sub base moves. Some moves like Shadow Sneak or Theft, or status moves like Miss or Haze. Status hold high volume moves at 3 times damage. Pokemon with soundproof ability or songs that gain 50% moves at low volume, 2% or 3. Quiet move gain a priority. All sound-based moves, including most song moves, have a 50% chance to battle and swallow the atmosphere. Okay, here are the moves. Aqua Pro can use Water Puff, Song, Paris Song, Spark Aura, Hyper Voice, Calm Mind. Vulcanull can use Eruption, Heat Crash, Amnesia, Stuff Rock, and new ability called Muffle. A song type, status, and lower target HP and volume. Now here time for the starters. The starters are by a mood type, a water ghost, and a grass dragon. Each type will have a type shift with an additional form and with a shadow form. A corruption form that is not like a corruption form. A shadow form that boosts its give it the speed as a 1 signature move. Type 4 Landburn. The Amber's Pokemon. Blaze is its ability, and Moody is its signature. It's a sheep with a fluffy lamb that is actually based on the Chinese of the lamb. Made of warm charcoal and flicker. At level 16, Lambert evolved to Rampulse, the heartbeat Pokemon. Fire Mood. Any learn new ability emotional. A mid-sized lamb with horns, curved horns that rhythm pulse that red light. Its fleece thickens swirl magenta indigo bell and mold if read the atmosphere of the Pokemon stand. Prairie Preka, the temperament Pokemon, evolved from Rampulse at level 36. Blaze and Soul Calibur Conductor boosts moves mood and song type moves by 20%. A majestic bipedal ram with a massive Lyle, and its signature move is Emotional Flare. Mood Special, a 5% and 100%. The user release a wave of energy that change based on the vocal range of the meter. High volume, it deals double damage to the target and speed the user. Low volume, it 50%, it causes confusion. Neutral, it become a fire type move, it does critical. And it's actually, in total 532. It's actually, it defense, it pretty bulky defense, it's special defense. is special attack. Spirit is the guardian of health. In ancient times, people in the Bellow Region would gather around a para during the festival. Its ability to project joy through its flames has a said to make the Harvest Festival has predict and keep the winter chills away. The Phantom, honestly, here Pouncelet, the short fin Pokemon, a water type. A Torrent, an Infiltrator is ability. A small, sleek feline with webbed paws and small daggers. Behavior: Pouncelet practice strikes at raindrops and playful, and possess a natural instinct for finding an opponent blind spot. Evolves to Sab Rip at level 16. The Blade Mist Pokemon. Blade Infiltrator is still his ability. A larger and more slender Blade Slip Fin or more grown and slender of Presume. Water, a faint dark mist that clings and attacks Shadow. It runs across a surface, making you a single sound that cold. Evolve it to Wave Strike at level 36, the Dual Blade Pokemon, a Water Ghost type. It actually becomes a Water Ghost type when it evolves. Torrent. Blade Man is his ability. Increase the power of slicing moves by 50%. A significant Phantom Panther is blade glows of bioluminescent and water that is steel of the fur that duelist shadow form. Brave us with the unique ability that to enter the shadow for their battle. This is their corruption. This is spiritual overclock. Trigger. Activate when Wave Strike use a ghost type moves or signature move stat shift. Attack speed increased by 1.5 times. While defense and special defense are reduced by 10%. Visual change. Its body becomes semi-transparent, dark and go. Leave it after images. Umble Slice. Ghost. Physical. Power 70%, 100% accuracy. A high speed strike with a critical hit ratio. This move triggers Wave Strike Shadow Form. It's actually a pretty bulky is special defense. It actually have it actually is special defense and defense. In the in the Bellow Region history, Wave Strike has the partner of the legendary Silent Guardian. A single Wave Strike could protect a village and invade and create a circle mist that no enemy through. The grass starting line. Sword Seed. The sprout back Pokemon. A grass type. Overgrown, rough skin. A small emerald dinosaur that walks on all fours. Instead of a sail, it's a large unbloom flower that is sturdy. So Seed is very territorial. It spends most of the day gathering sunlight and force. At level 16, it evolved into Thornscale, the Ridgeback Pokemon, a grassy dragon. Overgrown and rough scale. Now larger and walking on its hind leg. Thornscale back bud has partially opened and grow a row. Wooden spikes resemble a sail. It skin hardened into dark bark. It uses scales to temperature and absorb solar energy. Form scales are known to be gardeners of the below marshes. Knocking down old trees to make room for new growth. Spinal Vetate, the primal forest Pokemon, evolved from Thornscale at level 36. Grass Dragon, overgrown. Apex Scale, reduced damage taken from a super affected move by 25%. A massive bipedal Spinosaurus. Its sail is aged volume that trying special mechanic Apex Kaipai form. Spinal Vete can access the Apex Kaipai form by hiding a special item found deep in the item, and it called the Aged Seed. Its back fully bloom into a giant prehistoric flower. Massive vines wrap into armor. Automatically sets a grass terrain upon transform. Its special attack and defense are swab with its speed and attack, making it a stoppable tank. If become immune to move swap moves like Raw and Whirlwind, based on Spinosaurus stats form, its total is 530. So it's actually is strong in defense, in attack, and health. Solar Crest is its move. Physical 100, accuracy 95%, 100 power 95. The Solar Crest the user slam its leaf cover cell into the opponent. If But honestly, it actually into if the sun is harsh in the train, this move deal dragon damage instead. If would be a Laura say the bear was once a wasteland until Spider Vera walked into every footstep of lush roar and thunder. Now the first flying steel type with two ways evolution have a sigil move and one have a shift type that allows it to type based on the weather terrain. Scraplet, the flight plumage Pokemon, a flying steel type, keen eye and big ability. A small bird with plumage that shiver its beaks is near-light pliers. Scraplet often near Bellow Region. History or cliffs collect metal scraps into a nest. The feathers are actually thin streaks of flexible steel. The split evolution. Scraplet evolves the twin two depending on the environment. Evolved to footlight in city or cave, or alloy ring in wild open air terrain. Footlight, the blade wing Pokemon, a flying steel type. Sharpness is its ability. It boosts its slight. A sleek raptor like bird that actually uses katanas that search and move iron spear. Steel. Physical a 5% power 95. User slice through his metallic rings a critical that boosted defense. Alloy ring, the adaptive push, a fire steel. Ability type shift. Secondary type is steel type. A shift environment. A appears a colorful flare liquid that shimmer of a hue that sensory eyes. Type shift. Alloy rings that adapt, but its steel type replaced by a new type depending of the weather or terrain. Sun it become a flying fire, rain, flying water, sandstorm, flying rock, snow, flying ice, grassy terrain, flying grass, electric terrain, flying electric. No terrain or weather. It is remains uh, 495. Alloy ring is a weather vane that actually allows electrical storms. Meanwhile, Funlight is the mascot that blacks would discard that fine blade. Now, the regional bug. A bug is psychic type. Only one evolution, no X Factor. Mindle, the Sentry Pokemon, a bug and psychic type. Shutstub and Compound Eyes. A simple caterpillar with a glowing antenna, like horns, that pulse purple, like its body is covered in a soft luminescent buzz that the shift color it hears. Sight off. The Telepath Pokemon evolved from Mindle at level 20. A psychic compound eyes greatly lands on hypnosis or neutral web. Hit ability magical gun. Prevent the indirect damage. Fin Sakharov is a large striking moth with wings. The spot on flight is actually a telekinesis. Its total is 495, and its special attack and defense are even, and its defense is high. It neutral web. It fires a silk web that with psychic energy. It's 79 power and 95%. A psychic energy that lowers speed and prevent them uses song or sound moves for 3 turns. Mind pollen is a psychic 100. It scatters scales at 30% chance of sleep, confuse, or paralyze the foe on highest stat. Luma Wave, psychic, a size shockwave that deals more damage and battle with vocal rage. Volume is at the volume. In the Bellow Region, Simon are the keepers of silence. They are found near Volna, the quiet legendary. Acting the natural dampers for the noise deep forest, because they only evolve when Mindle grow incredibly quickly, making favorable for young trainers who seek a strong psychic types early journey. Now the Pikachu psychic electric fire type with a split evolution for way 1 type shift. 1's Siege ability and 2 G-Maxes. Pikachu, the Spark Scrapper Pokemon. Electric type. A scout rodent with boxing gloves and competitive fire styles. 4-way evolution. Pikachu level 25 with special evolved with a Prisma Band. It will actually have electric terrain, electric psychic, sand boxes style, grass but forest guard, grass and electric grass, dazzle punch style, electric fairy, electric fight and stay poi is like lore. It adapts its footwork and electric flow impossible, and Static Sensei, the Master Flow. Evolve with high friendship during the day. Kinetic Battery is a signature ability. Effect: every time this Pokemon hit a contact move, its speed and defense rise by 1 stage and fur. It doesn't move necessary. Wait for opponent to strike and counter the discharge. Bolt Bruiser, the heavyweight Pokemon. Evolve when they hold a heavy belt. Gmax Gmax Bolt Bruiser. Gmax Thunder Knuckle. In the Gmax form, it a massive Thunderbolt type did that. Gmax Thunder Knuckle deal damage raise attacks up for all allies. No for a Gmax punch from this Pokemon can power a Beetle. Volt the Vanguard, the tackle leader Pokemon. Evolve when holding a Kingla. Gmax Surge. It become an armor warrior with a helmet. Gmax Surge Strike. Fighting. Deal damage as a voltage field that it acts like a general of the Pikachu colonies, directed smaller and the precise electrical signatures. During the hunts, type shift adaptability, static sense, kinetic ability, battery, counter rank, attack, bolt bruiser, Gmax, raw power, Vanguard, and Gmax tackle support. Now type for the Paradox Pokemon of my own star, Dragoodle, a fire and mood. Food and mood type with Gmax. Raw and Relish, the primal appetite Pokemon. A food mood type. Photo Pro sensitive. Boosts high stats in sun or hold a booster item. Unlike modern refines of Dragoodle, Raw Relish is larger and more fellow. Its body is thick with scales and look harder with glaze. Instead of food, its tail a massive spike club, and like a prehistoric fruit, it's stats. It's actually a high HP, a high defense, but it's low in special defense. 175. Gmax Raw Relish. It become a towering volcano structure, a mountain with red, blue, yellow. Gmax food mood feast. Deal damage and 50%. It restore 50% of health. And its allies additional. It focus on vocal rage into of the low moments. Signature traits. User strikes a tail like a moon. Primal flavor. User that damage and infiltrate. It found in the deepest, most untouched jungle of Bellow Region. Raw and Relish is said to be the origin mood type itself. HK's patents in the Hairo Region depict that it's a creature of as the god of harvest. Unpredictably temperament, it could bring a sees a plenty or a devastation drought based on a current mood. Now, a type for the Paradox of Neoran, a poison and ghost type. With a Mega Evolution. Here's Savage Spine, the Venom Spirit Pokemon. Pro Sims. A small modern Neoran. Unlike Savage Spine is larger and more crouch. Its fur is misty and eternal purple, and it float everywhere as spines. It's actually high in special attack, defense, and attack. Savage Spine. Spectral Venom is a ability. It 3% chance of poison curse, and additionally, poison target that take damage from ghost type moves. Upon Mega Evolve it body become more almost entirely composed of dark purple octopus held together with a skeletal spine. It grow massive and shows spar at the phantom barbs is a sage of attack and moves. Ghost physical 80 power, 100% accuracy. The user wants special krills that deal damage using the entire haunted haunt poison 9%. Present the shadow and ballet poison cannot switch out for 3 turns. A savage spine believe that not to be a common ancestor Neoran, and lines before it split it gender into genders. The loss of spirit in the Bellow Region, aged burial mounds that discard quill. The satisfy you want. Neo Reno and Neo Arena are versatile. A satisfy are letless predators that with Mega Evolution it become dangerous. A ghost type that terrify ghosts. Now in time for a Convergent evolution Mischief line. A legend dragon type with a G-Max. Bursaril, the shyness Pokemon. A legend dragon type, sturdy and rattle. A small chubby dragon that is same as with a drooping face as Bursaril lives in foothills of mountains that show Mushroom feel stiff. The ancient Sinnoh Pokemon evolved from Bushroom at level 30. The legendary dragon, intimidated guard dog. Legend Grace is insatiable, who's the legend type moves. A massive legend dragon that do thick higher scales that show. Metro Drake. G-Max Metro Drake. It rage that A body massive grow and G-Max guard that boosting legendary bell that reduce J breath. Dragon. Special. Its stats, it's actually high in special defense and attack. Lore, Master Drake is a humble guardian. Unlike other dragon types, Seeka or Power, Master Drake carries protected territory. In the Bellow Region, it's a crime to disturb Master Drake, as it believe the presence keep the tectonic place of the legend. Legend types are stories of Bellow Region that gain the history. Now, the Convergent evolution of Vegetable line, a dragon food type with a new mechanic. Dazula, the buffet Pokemon, a dragon food type. Gluttony and regenerate skill. Restore 1/16 of its HP at the end of every turn. It's the battle is low volume. Drag is a long serpentine dragon that is a beautifully plated sushi roll or a glaze. Shed or spread. It's actually shed skin and on speed fly away and discourage food. When use a food type move, it sheds flurry disgust. It lowers one stage's speed and reload it. And a 3% chance to become drowsy each turn. It benefits, it gains 1% defense, while Feast Zone is a Delicacy Dash is its food type and move with 8% physical, 85% power, 85 power, and 100% accuracy. When used, charges the foe irreversible skill that use set the feast zone 3 turns and moves at it's actually not bad at HP or attack, but low in its speed, 495. Dazu is known for as the hospitality hunter. As the Bellow Region coral reef, it doesn't chase its prey. It simply steals scent small Pokemon and does eat the scales left behind, which protected Dazu from small predators. In the Bellow Region, high-end restaurants often built the Dazu as the discarded scales are rare and delicious dragons. Bazuru is a water psychic type, high speed, glass cannon, and offense. Low speed, tanky, and battlefield manipulator. Now time for Dusk, a battle poet that now he got does have Umbreon, Mossbro Drake, Lolix, Wave Strike, and rely on low volume and quiet types, and use all sound-based move and reward and wave strike rewards anybody. And the Echo Hush badge allows HM's moves outside of the battle incursion. Pokemon up to 25 obey up. Emerald Slice and critical moves, ghost type moves that critical attack. Muffle Town lore. Muffle Town is place of that most common that live in the bundle that postal sleep, and the gym itself, amphitheater where silent plays or perform. See you next time, guys. Bye.